On behalf of the Paul Dockstader Foundation, I'd like to welcome you to the 19th hole, my favorite hole on the golf course. It's the only one I have any success, and tonight we're hoping we can do exactly the same thing. Unfortunately, I cannot be with you tonight. I'm going to be a granddad for the first time, which is very exciting. But I'm also very excited for what's going to be happening here tonight. The importance of supporting our local hospital, the coming together of our community, which is so incredible. In the past 4 years as title sponsor of this tournament, we've had some amazing success. And I'm always overwhelmed by the generosity of the people of Predator Ridge, of the Vernon community, and for all the people who support the hospital and its needs. So I'm sorry I can't be with you tonight, but I'm there in spirit and I'll be watching online. So enjoy, bid high, bid hard, bid often, and have a great night. Thanks so much.
Hello everybody, my name is Brad Peltier. I'm the Senior Vice President of Westfield Predator Ridge, and I'm excited to be at a place you're all familiar with here today, which is Predator Ridge. One of the unique things about Predator Ridge and this community is the pride they have not only in Predator Ridge but in their local community, and how they step up and support important causes. And you know, we see it time and time again, and you know, this is one that has really rallied this community together, as I see so many homeowners out every year supporting the Virgin Jubilee Hospital Foundation. And you know, I use this as an example when I try to describe Predator Ridge to others in terms of what makes this community unique. And support will continue and for years to come, but truly what does make us unique.
My name is Sue Beaudry. I am the former executive director of the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation. The COVID-19 has paralyzed a lot of charities, but the needs are still there. The needs don't go away. The Hospital Foundation is being creative in its approach that was born in the golf tournament. And I would ask them, I wouldn't even hope, I would ask them to continue supporting the virtual golf tournament with the hope that in the near future, they'll be back playing in a real one again and being able to clink their putters and enjoy the camaraderie that happens at the golf tournament. But I think it's important that they continue to support in whatever way they can.
Well, our little tournament has come an awfully long way in over 10 years. We've managed to raise over $2 million, which is something I never dreamed possible when we first set out to do this. And it's only because of the amazing generosity of everyone in the community, the complete support from Predator Ridge, and the amazing hard work from so many people that I just can't possibly name everyone. But I would like to say something about Cliff Outred, who took it over from me and really took this tournament to the next level and made it something that everyone is so proud of.
Then when the opportunity came up to participate in this, Val and Sue called me on this, spoke to Dale and Jim out in Armstrong, and then we decided that this was an important commitment for us to make so that we could in some way contribute back to the community.
And they wanted to have this golf classic, charity golf classic up at Predator. I was very interested. And the reason being is I realized a long time ago that just wasn't Vernon's hospital, that it was all the communities around. And I felt it was time for us to help give back to the communities, and I wanted to be involved. And hence, we became the title sponsor for the first 3 years, and very happy to do it.
It's Beach Mornings with Brian and Rebecca at the 19th hole at Predator Ridge.
In the nighttime.
Yes, so it's not the morning.
No.
Thank you so much for joining us, though. We should acknowledge the fact that I'm wearing an orange shirt.
Yes, because it's very bright. It is Orange Shirt Day. And of course, we want to take a moment to honor Indigenous culture and history. And we're very proud to be here tonight. It's a little bright, but nice to see.
Yes. We're going to raise a bunch of money tonight with your help, of course. And it's so exciting for me because we've been, in lockdown, quarantine.
Really
We've been doing such a great job with social distancing, but I'm here at this giant event in front of hundreds of people.
Finally get out of the studio, get to see all the people. It's great.
There's no people.
Yeah, it's just
it's just us.
People here,
and
really.
And
we should thank some of them from the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation, Joshua and Bree and Kate, and of course our incredible technical team, Landon and Josiah. Thank you so much for everything. Hopefully this goes smoothly.
Yes, it's going to be great.
They're all looking a little nervous.
The important thing is we're going to raise a bunch of money with your help.
Absolutely.
Okay? And this entire event is all about raising money for the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation. We should mention, because it is the Hospital Foundation event and we are practicing social distancing, Rebecca is in my bubble. We work together every day.
I think I was forced into your bubble.
Yeah, look at that grimace on her face. Every day I have to work with that
bubble.
guy. So let's take a look at some of the sponsors that made this incredible event possible. Of course, Paul Dockstetter, who is our title sponsor, the Paul Dockstetter Foundation.
He's also a grandpa now,
Yeah.
little baby Carlson.
Hopefully we'll get to chat with him later. Silver Star is one of our gold sponsors, Black & McDonald, RBC Dominion Securities. You can see them on your screen there. Okanagan Spring Brewery.
We should say about some of these sponsors too, a lot of them stepped up and joined in on this whole situation without even really knowing what was going on.
That's
they
right.
just kind of had their faith in a good cause and stepped up right away without even really knowing how this was all going to turn out, because it's an unprecedented year. Things are very different.
And we all believe in our hospital, right? Vernon Jubilee Hospital. Team Construction, Nixon Wenger, Summit Financial, Sterling Center, and Wayside. So thank you to all our sponsors, and of course, Predator Ridge for hosting us.
Yeah.
And one of the big things that happened over the last couple of days is that you picked up your meals from the Eclectic Med. So hopefully you're enjoying a gourmet meal. Rebecca and I enjoyed ours earlier this evening. And also drinks from Okanagan Spirits.
You know what the best thing is about the meals is it's just like a perfect level of cooking. You just boil water and this amazing fancy meals. They're so delicious.
And then you tell your family you made it yourself.
Yeah.
And same with the drinks. And here with a clip of the fantastic drinks from Okanagan Spirits, we have a member of the Dick family, fantastic people and great supporters of the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation.
Hello and welcome to the 19th Green with Okanagan Spirits Craft Distillery. This section all evolved out of us working with British Columbia's healthcare teams in the wake of the COVID pandemic. Over the last 6 months, Okanagan Spirits has made and donated over 70,000 bottles of hand sanitizer to local healthcare professionals, frontline medical, all those people that are out there on the front line taking care of us. But we're not here today just to talk about that. We're here to lift your guys' spirits with cocktails. And cocktails that you guys have in front of you right now are part of your kit would either be a Moscow Mule, so that's ginger beer and vodka, a Evolve gin and elderflower, which is the second one here, or a whiskey cola, which you have on the side. And I'm here today to lift you guys' spirits up and make those cocktails for you. We wanted to keep it simple, so really there's just a few steps. First of all, you need to have your ice in a glass. So we've got our ice glasses, and you can choose whatever glasses you think is fitting. And then you're gonna add your whiskey from your little mini bottles on the side there. So first of all, we're gonna add the whiskey into this glass, the vodka into the lovely copper mug in front of us, and then the Evolve color changing gin into the glass on here that we have as a flute. Now to keep it simple, we wanted to have something that we could present to you that was beautiful, tasty, elegant, made 100% farm to flask here in the Okanagan Valley, but with just a couple of additions to it. So here, your whiskey cola, we've paired it with a Fentimans product, so a natural brewed cola. So really all you're gonna do is add that cola. Now these are 2-ounce bottles that you guys have, and I poured the full 2 ounces in, which would take most of the bottle that you have with you if you're gonna do a stiff drink. If you like to have it a little bit less stiff, then just pour half and half a bottle of your mixer in with it, which will give you sort of just under a standard size drink. Now we've already added the vodka into here, so we're gonna add the ginger beer to top up with your ice on there. You could add a lime wedge, and a little squeeze of lime on this one would go really well. Lime or lemon on that would go really nicely as well. Now for here, what this is this is our Evolve color changing gin. Now our Evolve is a special gin to us because it is a gin where all the proceeds go to charities and organizations that champion gender equality, and it's a gin where it changes from blue to pink when you add the addition of tonic or anything citrus. So as you add that, you're going to see it magically change the color, change the world. Thank you guys so much for joining our cocktail component of the evening, and I hope that you guys are going to have a wonderful night there tonight. I know it's a different reality with this whole virtual gig that's going on right now. We're all hoping that we can get back to lives as normal, but in this reality, cheers and all the best.
Thank you very much to Tyler from Okanagan Spirits. Rebecca is now going to do a demonstration of the changing of color.
Have you already had a drink?
I've had a couple of drinks. So I found backstage that if you just drink it with this, you don't even need the mix.
Yeah. I think you're only supposed to put half in, but we're just gonna.
It's very refreshing.
Look at that.
Kidding. Look at that, it changed color. Thanks Okanagan Spirits and the Eclectic Med, of course, for making the dinner and drink portion of the evening. Slow down. Slow down, we got a ways to go. We got a bunch of money to raise. This entire event was coordinated by a wonderful lady named Shannon. So let's, there's only a handful of us here, but let's put our hands together for Shannon. Shannon, thank you for all your hard work. We do appreciate it. You can already donate at vjhfoundation.org. Don't leave the Zoom page though. Just remember you got to keep the windows open. Click on the donate button and you can make a donation there, or call. And our volunteers are standing by 250-558-1362. 250-558-1362. Make a donation and help make this evening a huge success, which I know it will be. Are you taking my drinks? Okay, we're going to talk to Rob Ellis, who is one of our generous donors to the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation.
Hi, my name is Rob Ellis, and I'm the owner of Relish Transport Services, 25 years in the community. I would like to encourage everybody to support our foundation and our hospital as a whole, as you never know when you're going to need it, and have all the professionalism and equipment available and ready for all of us. The foundation as a whole, for myself and my company, has been steadfast for many years. It's very, very important to support our local hospital and every department in it, because at some point in time, we all need every facet of our hospital. I've had to frequent this location many times myself personally, but also the big thing for myself is I have a little 4-year-old little human who has had to use the services within the hospital substantially when he was born, and for me that impacted my heart quite close, and it made the decisions easier to always support a good cause. Little Hunter is doing awesome.
Big thanks to Rob Ellis from Relish Transport and one of our many, many generous sponsors, Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation, benefiting from this evening's event, the 19th hole. I was golfing all day, had a great round.
That's not actually true.
Yeah.
Can you even golf?
Yeah, I'm amazing with the golf sticks.
You wear the outfit well. But
yeah, as long as I have a golf shirt
sticks.
on.
Okay.
The golf sticks. We're Brian and Rebecca from Beach Radio, and we are very honored to have the executive director from the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation here. Kate, can you tell us a little bit about why we are here tonight and what we are raising money for?
Well, as you know, and as you've seen from the clips, the Cherry Classic has been just outstanding in our community, all the money that it's raised, but particularly tonight, we're focused on cardiac, we're focused on emergency, and we're focused on ICU. And we had a doctor that championed an idea of ECG machines in ambulances in our region, and he's Dr. Wu is the head of the head of medicine at Vernon Jubilee Hospital, and really wanted us to do this. And then we all thought, well, that makes so much sense for the people at Predator and for our golfers, because they've experienced some things firsthand in being far away from the hospital. So really wanted to focus on ECG machines, and we also have a few other things that are the fund and need part of our program. So that's why we're here today.
So specifically, these ECG machines are incredibly important because time is of the essence when these paramedics are in the field and there's an issue. Tell us a little bit about what they do specifically, how they can be so important when time is that close.
Well, I think we'll have a clip that will talk about that a little bit more, but what I'd like to say for sure is that it's not just for people that have that are experiencing a heart attack.
Right.
It's going to be for every patient that goes into the ambulance, because we get to look at their vital signs on a regular basis,
right.
And you know how they have to take the cup in and out, and so it'll be a better journey for the patient as well. But in particularly, if you're having a heart attack, what's really important that you get to transmit this immediately to the emergency department. And then you see if you either go to Vernon right now, where you'd have to go to Vernon and be stabilized, whereas right now, if you have sorry, I keep saying right now, it's not right now. In the future,
no one is having a heart attack.
Yeah,
right now.
in the future, if you're having a heart attack, the ECG will go directly to the emergency department.
Right,
you'll go directly to the cath lab in Kelowna. We're so lucky to have a cath lab in our region, so that's why it's so exciting.
Let's have a look now at a clip from BC Ambulance.
Hello, my name is Trevor Campbell. I'm an advanced care paramedic practice educator working in Vernon, British Columbia. So this is the LifePak 1000 cardiac monitoring system, which we are raising funds for today. This machine will enable paramedics to identify patients who are having a heart attack in Vernon and the surrounding area. So when somebody has a heart attack, there are certain things that we can see through an electrocardiogram. And using this machine, we can do what's called a 12-lead electrocardiogram, and we can see certain changes which will identify whether or not they're having a heart attack. By identifying that heart attack, we're then able to transmit the electrocardiogram to a cardiac care center, and if they meet the criteria, bypass the local hospital and take that patient directly to the cardiac cath center, where they can get definitive surgery.
Hi, my name is Anders Gansdahl. I'm the Regional Medical Director for BC Ambulance Service Interior, and I've held this position now for about 2 years. So the purpose of transmitting directly from the ambulance is that right now this system doesn't actually take place, aside from a few of our specialized trained paramedics, our advanced care paramedics, but we're limited to that. And we really want to expand this to our primary care paramedics, which we have much more of in the Okanagan region and in British Columbia, so that we can speed up that very critical point of diagnosing somebody with a heart attack and not waiting for any other paramedics, but really sending it straight to the hospital so the specialist can read that EKG and say, yes, please drive here as soon as fast as possible so we can look after that patient.
So when heart muscle is no longer perfused, it doesn't get blood, it doesn't get oxygen, it essentially dies. This does not regenerate, this is irreparable. What happens, instead of being a dynamic muscle which is contracting and expanding all the time, it turns into a fibrous tissue which is no longer active. So if you can imagine the heart being a pump and squeezing, all of a sudden part of it isn't squeezing anymore, and you lose that amount of ability of the heart to pump blood forward. Now, we know that for every hour, or within the first hour of onset of symptoms, without resolution of that heart attack, you lose about 50% of the available muscle from the heart. Within 3 hours, you'll lose 2/3 of it. So it really drives home how important it is to have that heart attack resolved in order to have a healthy heart after a heart attack.
Very important pieces of equipment. They cost a lot of money, and that's what we're here for, is to raise a bunch of money tonight. 250-558-1362 is the number to call. Please be patient if you're having a busy signal. Volunteers are standing by. 250-558-1362, or you can donate online at vjhfoundation.org. Kate is here again. Each one of those very important ECG machines worth over $24,000. How many would we like to purchase tonight?
We'd like to purchase 8 tonight, 2 in Lake Country, 3 in Vernon, and 1 each in the surrounding areas that would benefit Lumby, Armstrong, and Enderby. And I want to tell you a little bit more about why this is so exciting as well, because this is a first in our province. As Dr. Anders had mentioned on the clip, that advanced care paramedics actually can use these, but right now they're not in the ambulances in our province. So Kelowna General has purchased 7 already. They're going to train people by October. We're the next region. So we will be training people by December and January, and this will be in our corridor first. And actually then it will be rolled out across the whole province for communities that are about 90 minutes to 120 minutes from a cath lab. So that's very, very exciting, because we're on the cutting edge and we're starting this pilot project.
It's
right
amazing.
here.
Very exciting.
Right here.
So great. You can make this happen. All you have to do is donate. There's a number of ways, including the silent auction.
Yeah, the silent auction. There's some incredible items up there. If you head to trellis.org/19th/whole or hyphen. So trellis.org-19th-whole. And I believe there are 9 silent auction items up there. Some really good stuff.
Yeah, and we'll run through some of those
There
items.
are 8 silent auction
items. I'll throw in
8.
one.
Did you buy one?
The last
that
one
it?
is my shirt.
Nobody wants that shirt.
Everybody wants
Are
that
you
shirt.
working at a car dealership? I was going to ask you.
It's a bit like a car salesman. What we're selling tonight is the opportunity for you to involve yourself in the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation, and we're having a good time at the same time. And we've talked about the equipment and what we're raising money for. We'll talk about some of the other equipment we're going to raise money for later on. But we would like to hear from co-chair Joe on why he personally is supporting this initiative.
As a young man, I attended Boy Scouts. You know, the little guys with the beanie cap and the short pants and the stockings. And our Cub Master invited us to participate in a first aid badge, you know, the badges that you get. And so he brought in a fireman friend of his, and I remember to this day, I was about 8 or 9 years old, and even to this day I remember the fireman saying, "You can provide first aid." And as a little guy, I was not so sure that I could. I didn't have anything as like 911. I didn't even have cell phones in those days. But the fireman went on during his presentation to say that first aid was providing aid in any way that we could to make the individual who had been harmed more comfortable. That could be offering a jacket, offering our jacket to keep them warm, as a pillow, to run and get help, to notify an adult, a parent, to come and somebody that was older than us, more experienced than us, someone more prepared than us to help that individual. My very first time golfing here at Predator Ridge was about 4 years ago, and I was on the back number 9 hole on the Ridge course, and it was my very first time. It was a Wednesday morning, and things had started to slow up in front of us, and we hit our balls, got up to our second shots, and here on the side of the cart path was one of our members performing CPR on another one of our members. Many of you know Bruce, and Bruce had suffered a heart attack, probably as far away as you can possibly get from civilization at Predator Ridge. And you could tell that it was serious. He had fallen hard, and individuals were taking precautions to keep him safe, to keep him warm, and someone was performing CPR. And right then I remembered my Cub Master's indication that I could provide first aid. So as much as I could do, we helped. Cell phones were being used. Somebody's cell phone was dying. We'd called 911 and got a dispatch out of Kamloops. Trying to explain where we were to a Kamloops operator was exceedingly difficult and frustrating. Trying to get an ambulance through the twisty, turny cart paths, getting carts out of the way, getting a place for the ambulance to find a turnaround spot. All of those things were going through a 20-30 minute period of time as we endeavored to save Bruce's life. I think about this opportunity that I have now during this time of fundraising for cardiac care with a piece of equipment that can save lives by cutting time, by being able to find the best response, the best care through technology, that we can assist our fellow members, our fellow owners, our fellow guests here at Predator Ridge who may suffer serious and consequential heart ailment while here at Predator Ridge. We live a long way from Vernon and Kelowna, and these dollars that we raise now will help provide assistance in getting people to better resolution, to faster resolution. And so I'm proud to be an owner here at Predator Ridge, and to be able to participate and to be able to give back to my community, to be able to provide first aid.
What a great personal story from Joe. We're back. Please make those donations come in, 250-558-1362, or you can donate at the Hospital Foundation website, vjhfoundation.org.
There was also a little mistake that you made with the silent auction website.
We have a little motto at Beach Radio. It's called Blame Brian. So even if it's not my fault,
well,
it is.
You should see these notes, really.
Yeah.
It is trellis.org/the-19th-hole. Is that correct,
Okay.
team? Yes. Okay, so there's
Trellis.org.
great items there, 8 of them.
And then there's a line.
Like a line, like a
Yeah.
and then the with a hyphen, 19th with a hyphen hole.
And you can bid on the silent auction items.
Whatever you wrote
There's
there
8 of
is
them.
not correct.
The 9th add-on is my shirt. It's not on the website. It should be.
It's not going to be a huge sell, I think.
All kidding aside, we really, normally we'd be raising a ton of money the night of the golf tournament,
Yes,
right?
it's gonna be
Right
big
now
news.
there'd be hundreds of people and we'd be raising tons of money. But this year we did things a little differently, right, Kate?
We did, and again, it's thanks to the great community that we have. As you know, we had 9 emails that we did peppered throughout the last few weeks. But what happened as well is the committee and the board really got behind it. I can't speak highly enough about Joe Oviatt and David Service and the Predator Ridge community. We're at the end of a golf season, so there's been dinners and there's been all kinds of things happening.
Amazing.
So people would go and talk to their 24 best friends. So we started getting donations already. We started getting donations ahead of time, and we're really excited about how things are doing so far.
Okay, let's take a look at a check presentation from Armstrong that will be appearing on our screen. There it is.
Yeah, and I'd like to talk about that a little bit because Shepherd's in Armstrong, Shepherd's Home Hardware was a previous sponsor, a title sponsor for the first 3 years. I think you saw that clip earlier. And when we talked to them this time, Dale Melvin, with his sons as well, said, we absolutely have to be in on this. So they donated $15,000 towards the ambulance that will be in Armstrong.
There you go. And that's awesome. Another good point to mention, Kate, is that it's not just Vernon's hospital. It's not just, there's so many different areas that will be benefiting from these.
It's the North
machines.
Okanagan as well as Lake Country as well.
Fantastic. So we have another clip, I believe, from one of our big donors that we have received before tonight's event. If we could take a look at that.
We were really excited when we heard about this campaign that the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation was launching this year. The putting of the ECG machines in the ambulances is something that will really benefit us here at Predator Ridge in particular, and the entire community, especially with so many rural areas. It just fit really well for us to give to this campaign.
And we have really active lifestyles. Everyone has active lifestyles. And so having excellent health is really important to that. And donating to the foundation to help with excellence and innovation in healthcare, to give us the best healthcare we possibly can get, that's really important. And I think it should be important for everyone to donate to this campaign.
And who knows, we might save the life of ourselves or a friend by contributing. Thank you.
Fantastic to see those donations coming in. 250-558-1362 if you'd like to donate, or vjhfoundation.org, or the silent auction, which we'll talk about in a second. You have an exciting announcement from that clip.
I do have an exciting announcement. Linda and Gord have been champions of the hospital in the region for a long time, so they have donated a machine themselves. So
unbelievable.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
And anybody that's just tuning in, how many machines would you like to purchase this evening?
We would like to purchase 8. We have 2 that are needed in Lake Country, 3 in Vernon, 1 each in Lumbee, Armstrong, and Enderby.
And these are machines that will be inside the ambulance, cutting down times. The vital signs will be transmitted via Bluetooth to doctors who can make assessment as to where the ambulance needs to go. Very important pieces of equipment. We need these pieces of equipment, and we will talk a little bit about some of the other pieces of equipment later on. Silent auction items are going to be a big fundraiser tonight, and you can still make bids. We're coming up on the closing those bids, right?
It's
almost there,
soon,
so make your bid now if you're interested.
Okay.
So trellis.org/ the-19th-hole, and there are 8 incredible items there. This Predator Ridge Hockey Canada cabin looks pretty fun.
Yeah, so it's a 3-night stay, and dinner and wine is included. I believe we have a little clip of the silent auction items that we can check out right now.
Item number 1, Predator Ridge Experience. Gourmet wine and dining evening. $200 now, $300 bid now, $400 when you go now. Scotch Lovers Package, including 8 different single malt bottles. Ellis Peterson Canucks jersey. Exclusive Edmonton Oilers Experience. Silver Star Cabin Getaway, A-frame accommodation and VIP lift tickets for $4. $1,100 bid, $1,200 down, $13 down for Ridge Stay and Play. $1,112, $13. On 13, get it down 14. Phantom screen door and $100 gift certificate with Big White. Now 4, now $500, $600, now $700.
That's fantastic. So many great items. Rebecca has an update on some of these silent auction items.
So it looks like Rick Christensen is winning the Predator cabin.
Okay.
Not sure where Rob is. Usually he's out trying to outbid Rick. Maybe he'll make an appearance
About
at
Rob
some point.
Ellis?
Yeah, maybe. Laura Jones winning on the gourmet dinner, which is very exciting. And the exclusive Edmonton Oilers package, Randolph is winning that with $1,800. So some incredible options up there. 8 amazing items to bid on at trellis.org/ the-19th-hole.
And again, good remembering.
Thank you.
And again, we are going to be taking 100% of the proceeds from the silent auction and any money you donate, and will go towards buying this much needed equipment. Yes. The number to call again is 558-1362. Volunteers are standing by. Please be patient. If you get a busy signal, someone will be able to answer your call. 250-558-1362, or make a donation at vjhfoundation.org. Our next clip is for a very special award winner that was handed out earlier. If we could throw to that clip.
Hi, my name's Kelly Chapman. I'm Director of Clinical Operations at the Vernon Jubilee site. I'm pleased to work collaboratively. My leadership is with Dr. Tom Cull and Dr. Paul Dooley. The focus today is on Dr. Tom Cull. He has been nominated for the Clinton Outridge Leadership Award in our community. I'm really pleased to have him as part of my team, and I look forward to working with him in the future. I'd like to congratulate him for his nomination of this award. Thank you.
Today we're here to present the Cliff Outridge Leadership Award, and this year it's going to Dr. Tom Cull. So this year Dr. Tom Cull has been nominated for the Cliff Outridge Leadership Award. Dr. Cull has been a physician in the Department of Anesthesia at Vernon Jubilee Hospital since March 2011 and head of Department of Anesthesia since October 2015. For his leadership support to the Surgical Care for Life campaign, devotion to quality patient care, collaborative leadership approach, selfless commitment to his physician colleagues and staff at Vernon Jubilee Hospital, Dr. Tom Cull is awarded the Cliff Outridge Leadership Award for 2020.
So I think one of the really special things about leadership awards and something like this is when you are recognized by your peers. So Dr. Tom, not only is this a real honor, the biggest honor of all I think is that these are people who thought you deserved it and you should have it. So it warms my heart and I'm humbled to give you this award for 2020. Congratulations and thank you for it.
Dr. Cull, first off, I'd just like to congratulate you for receiving this prestigious award. I believe it's a feather in your cap for the leadership that you've shown over the 4 years that I've been here and for the duration of your career thus far at Vernon Jubilee. Your work through this program and the surgical services has not gone unnoticed, especially the recent work that you provided through the COVID-19 pandemic. Your leadership, your dedication, and your resilience were what this site needed, and we were all willing to follow in your leadership path, and for that I thank you.
Recognized for that award. Certainly it was my pleasure to step up for the needs of the community, for the hospital, obviously recognized by the foundation, but most importantly to the perioperative team that I work with. I couldn't do this all by myself. There was a lot of support kind of thing, right? And it's fantastic to be recognized, but understand that everyone shares in that award. Thank you. Thank you.
A couple of very exciting announcements. Kate has a very exciting announcement coming up, and also good news, your shirt is actually live on the auction right now. The bidding has started and it's going to close soon. I believe there are some bids in there already. The scary part about this though is that if someone takes your shirt, then I have to drive you home with no shirt on. So
okay, so I'm just going to throw this in. $200 if you want my pants too.
Please stop bidding.
Pant and shirt combo, $200.
You can wear this scarf.
Every $100 donation counts, $50 donations. Don't think that you have to contribute enough to buy an ECG machine. Remember that you can just contribute $100, $50. It's all going towards this amazing cause, your hospital, and these important pieces of equipment. And speaking of important pieces of equipment, what an exciting announcement Kate has.
I am so excited to let you know that 2 Lake Country residents, 2 Lake Country families have decided to donate the entire amount for those 2 ambulances, those 2 ECGs and those ambulances.
That's incredible.
So, yay, yay. I'd like to say a big, big thank you to Dennis and Elizabeth O'Rourke, as well as Anita Finley. So thank you so much.
Congratulations.
That's very exciting.
This is so exciting. In the process of raising this money, we realized that we have a certain amount of ECG machines we'd like to purchase, but there's other items that we would like to purchase as well. And I believe we have a clip to show you involving those items.
But first,
oh,
we have
sorry,
a very
yes,
special
yes.
guest.
But first,
Joe Acker is here from BC Ambulance Service. Somebody called an ambulance.
Was it me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I forgot about Joe. Joe, how can I forget about you? So Joe actually has one of the ECG machines here. And would you like to speak on this machine, Joe?
Sure, thanks for the opportunity to be here. Really, on behalf of the paramedics of the BC Emergency Health Services, I really want to thank the organizers and our great host from Beach Radio, but most importantly, from the bottom of our hearts, all of these generous donors who are really coming to protect patients in this province and really equip the paramedics with this device that not only will save lives, but will change lives. And this is the first region that paramedics at the primary care paramedic level will have access to this. And as you heard from Dr. Ganstal and Trevor, not only will this be used to significantly improve cardiac care, but paramedics will use this device on every single call. It does blood pressures, it does the oxygen saturations in your blood, it has the ECG, and it can transmit all of that to our physicians. So the patients can get the very best care possible.
So in the kind of situation when you're on scene and you don't know exactly what's happened to a patient, maybe you don't know if it's a stroke, you don't know if it's a heart attack, this is useful in that situation as well. It's not just for the cardiac.
Absolutely. If it's used for trauma, it's used for medical patients, it's used for COVID-19 patients. Right. It's going to be used for every single patient that the paramedics respond to. But those cardiac patients will get now the best care possible. Prior to the paramedics having these devices, a primary care paramedic wouldn't know for sure if it was a heart attack or not because they couldn't diagnose it. Now they'll be able to do that, and they can go to Vernon and get the clotbuster drug, or they could go to Kelowna and go right to the cath lab. It's super, super exciting. This is career changing for paramedics in British Columbia.
And this is going to save so many lives.
Absolutely.
And it looks like a boombox, which makes it
It looks cool.
extra cool.
It's super cool.
Yeah, and Joe did such a good job. I am going to leave. And Joe's going to now host the show. Joe did great.
So $500 for this uniform.
The bidding war has begun.
Yes. Joe Acker, thank you so much for showing us the incredible ECG machines. These machines will save lives. You will be saving lives with your donation. 250-558-1362. VGAHfoundation.org is another way to donate. The donate button is right there on the main screen at the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation website. Thanks so much, Joe.
Thank you so much. Is our silent auction still open? It is still open, so you can get those bids in.
Oh, the auction link is also in the chat function of your screen.
You didn't just read that from a cue card. That was good.
Oh. Well, that's much easier than the trellis
dot
thing with the stuff and the
19th hyphen hold.
Did the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
just
right
in the
there on
chat
your
function.
auction screen.
Perfect. Very easy.
Okay.
And it's going to be closing down soon.
Okay. So
get those bids in.
So we're hoping to raise a lot of money tonight to buy all the ECG machines. We've had some big donations coming in, but remember, every single donation helps. And if we raise enough to buy all those machines, there's some much needed equipment that we will also purchase. And now we can look at the video? Or is Joe going to come back and talk to us?
Joe's going to...
He did such a great job.
he's taking
Or
off.
should I take off my shirt?
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay, we're not taking off my shirt or my pants.
How are the bids on the shirt? Is it good? Oh, wow. That is
so I am
incredible.
having to drive home shirtless. Which is great. Good for you. So let's look at some of the other equipment that we're raising money for this evening. If Josiah has a clip ready, oh, the guy's so good. So that is the I can't read, mobile patient lift?
Oh, that's the lift, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to talk about some of these.
So maybe I should talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, you might know more about that.
Once people are well, not a lot, but once people are in the emergency department, which is obviously the first point of entry, sometimes patients have to be transferred from a stretcher and to a hospital bed or to be moved to a bath.
Right.
So that's why this is important. We require 2 of them. We need one in nuclear medicine, which is obviously where we get CT scans and all of that. And we also need one in emergency. They're $5,600 each.
Okay. The ECGs are worth about just over $24,000 each.
Correct.
That lift was worth over. Sorry.
The lift was $5,600,
Okay.
and sorry, I'm not looking at the screen. This is new, virtual. Hover mats are really important as well because hover mats, as you can see, that moves the patient safely from one bed to the other, and those are $4,800 each. So I'm not following my cues as well as I should be,
But it does make things
but now it's coming.
much more comfortable for patients.
And then the other 2 equipment that is really important is the defibrillators that we need in ICU, in the intensive care unit. And as you can see with our patient here, that we need 2 of those, and they're $12,450 each.
That's fantastic. So just an update on the silent auction. So the Silver Star package, now I don't know if you know what's happened up at Silver Star because of COVID-19.
This is like gold right now.
They had to put a hold on the season ticket sales.
They
and
did.
then,
They've actually sold out of season
Absolutely.
passes. And then they had the limited passes, which had some blackout dates. So this is, these are 4 VIP Silver Star passes included in this package, which is this is a hot item.
It's a $3,800 value, but I would say it's worth more than that because it will give you the VIP Silver Star passes, plus several nights at a Silver Star cabin.
Several. I think it's 4.
It's 4?
Four is
nights?
a lot of nights.
4 nights?
I believe it's
Sure.
4.
We'll say it's 4.
Several nights.
And I'll throw in another one of my shirts.
Oh boy.
This is a shirt from home. Not sure
This
what
is
it'll
actually a
say.
shirt from the Predator Ridge store.
Yeah,
Did you,
so it's not my
that you
shirt.
stole.
So I was going home shirtless anyway. So keep those bids coming in. How much longer do we have on the silent auction?
Just seconds, really. Like it's very close.
Rick is being listed.
Oh, there's
my
a
gosh.
bidding war going
Bidding
on right
war
now.
going on.
Rick and Rob? Rick and we don't know.
Anonymous.
This is exciting. Are they bidding
very
on
exciting.
Brian's shirt though, or just?
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody wants that shirt.
Whew. I'm gonna have to start bidding on the shirt just to have something to wear.
Is there any word on my pants? That was not official. It's not official. Thanks for putting up with us. I had a lot of those Okanagan Spirit drinks earlier.
Without any mix.
So as Kate mentioned, a lot of the donations came in just prior to the night.
That's true.
And I believe we have another clip from one of our bigger donors. So if we can go to that clip, Josiah.
Hi, we're Kathy and Ken Coverly, and we've lived in Vernon for 15 years. We've always supported the hospital, both with the hospital tournament and before that with Wine, Women and Woods. And Ken?
Well, yes, a little while ago, I got very familiar with the hospital. 6 years ago, I was having an awful lot of infections. And they finally determined what the cause of the infections were, so I went into the hospital for surgery. And while I was having surgery to correct that problem, they found stage 4 cancer in my colon. Can't say enough good things about the hospital. They really looked after me. The cancer people were just tremendous. All the doctors were really, really good. And about a month or so ago, my oncologist said that I was free to go. They didn't want to see me anymore, so I've just been discharged, cancer-free.
So the hospital literally saved Ken's life. And we're so lucky to have had such a wonderful health care within the community. And I played for 2 weeks before I went in to get an x-ray, and they found a fracture. So he said, okay, I can give you a brace or a cast. And I said, well, what's the brace look like? Can I golf? And he said, I'm giving you a cast.
This is so exciting. We're having bids coming in fast and furious. The silent auction is almost ready to close.
Minutes, really. They said 5 more minutes.
Yeah, 5 more minutes? 30 seconds, 20 seconds?
We don't know. They're
5 minutes, 4 minutes,
lying
2
to
minutes. And you can also make your donation. We'll keep the phones open long after we finish here this evening. 250-558-1362 and vjhfoundation.org if you'd like to make a donation online. Kate, thank you so much to you and your team at the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation. They did a great job, Shannon, putting together this event. I know that it's been a difficult time for the foundation and so many organizations.
He's getting teared up. I can hear it.
But
I can hear it.
Like, look at that! Look what you guys put together.
Well, this is such a strange year too. I mean, normally everyone would be golfing all day, and then we'd have this big event, and everyone would be excited and having drinks. And we're doing this very differently this year. But just a huge congratulations to you and your team. You've put so much into an incredible year.
Well, it's the team, and it's also the committee, right? The committee has done so much, and also I'd like to just say thank you to so many people, the champions that have the previous sponsors, donors, participants. We received so many member entry fee donations as well previous to the event. So to our sponsors, our participants, our donors, you know, from the bottom of our hearts, we know that this is really, really successful. We're very excited. Because it's virtual, we're not giving you a number tonight. We will send you an email next week and say, here's what we've done together, and I want to thank you two so much for being here with us as well.
Thank you.
Oh, we were just so honored to be a part of it. So before we get to we're going to show some of the title sponsors. A huge thank you, of course, to the Paul Dockstetter Foundation for being the title sponsor, and Predator Ridge for hosting us up here this evening.
The 11th year.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
And hopefully next year we'll be back golfing and have you all in person. In the meantime, we're going to introduce Stevie Todd in a second, but we will take requests in the chat function. If you have any requests for Stevie Todd, who's a fantastic musician who I've worked with on many shows in the past. He was our lead keyboardist in our band for the Rocky Horror Show. All 5 years we did that. So Stevie's a great musician. He does Elton John. Are you just doing Elton John, or you do anything?
Elton John.
Elton John.
Billy Joel.
Yeah,
Awesome. That's
yeah,
good.
he's fantastic.
Charles.
Kate, thanks for having us. We're gonna show the sponsors again up on the screen, and we'll be back after we listen to some amazing Stevie Todd.
Between you and me, I can honestly say things can only get better. While I'm away, dust out the demons inside, and it won't be long before you and me run for the place in our hearts where we hide. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Stare into space, picture my face in your hands. Live for each second without hesitation. Never forget I'm your man. Wait on me, girl. Cry tonight if it helps. But more than ever, I simply love you more than I love life itself. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Wait on me, girl. Cry in the night if it helps. But more than ever, I simply love you more than I love life itself. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands, there'll be time spent with you, laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues, laughing like children, living like lovers. Guess that's why they call it the blues. That's why they call it the blues.
Stevie Tar! We just have to let you know quickly the silent auction is closed now.
Let me tell you about a girl I know. She is my baby and she lives next door. Every morning before the sun comes up, she brings me coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, I just love her so. When I'm in trouble and I have no friends, I know she'll go with me until the end. Everybody asks me how I know. I smile at them and say she told me so. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, I just love her so. Now if I call her on the telephone and I tell her that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her at my door. In the evening when the sun goes down, there is nobody else around. She kisses me, she holds me tight, tell her daddy everything's alright. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, I just love her so. Now if I call her on the telephone and I tell her that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her at my door. In the evening when the sun goes down, there is nobody else around. She kisses me, she holds me tight, tell her daddy everything's alright. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, I just love her so. Hallelujah, I just love her so. Yeah, hallelujah, I just love her so. She's my little baby and I love her so.
So very exciting on the silent auction. It looks like UYO is bidding out of control. It's a UU, $2,500 for the Edmonton Oilers package, and it seems that we have a second package available, right? Is that right? Yeah. So there's 2 people that are going to win that package. Very exciting news. And we want to thank our supporters of this year's auction: DC Chambers, Silver Star, Gumtree Catering, Predator Ridge, of course, Jude Blanc Globe, Tapas at Big White, Phantom Screens, Watkin Motors, the Edmonton Oilers, Ken Holland, of course, and the Canucks. So a couple of Edmonton Oilers packages. You had one in your back pocket there, right?
Yeah, he wants it for that same price.
Has to be the same price though. It's a bidding war. Very exciting. So we're about $2,500. Exciting. Take it away.
Right. Packed my bags last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till Tesla brings around again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, I'm burning out his fuse up up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them if you're dead. All the science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. Rocket man, oh rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a long, long time. It's gonna be a long time, baby. Gonna be a long, lonely time. It's gonna be a long time, mother. Lonely, lonely time for a rocket man. Thank you out there in Cyberland. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. A regular crowd shovels in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He said, Steve, I believe this is killing me, as a smile ran away from his face. I'm sure I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, la, 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 di, da. La, 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 di, da, da, da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke, oh, to light up your smoke, but there's someplace he'd rather be. He says, Steve, I believe this is killing me, as the smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, la, la, la-di-da. La, la, la-di-da, da-da. Now, Paul is a real estate novelist, never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see. Forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, la, la, la-di-da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have as much money, boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. This is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. A few of the verses, you know, they got me quite cross, but the sun's been quite kind. I wrote this song, and it's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope don't mind, hope it don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope it don't mind, I hope it don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Over to you guys.
Stevie Todd. Big thanks to all of you who have been watching this incredible night. Thousands and thousands of dollars have been raised. We'll have the totals emailed out to all of you. This could not happen without your support. Keep those donations coming in. We still have volunteers standing by.
You can do that anytime. You can donate well after this is over.
Absolutely. And there's lots of equipment that needs to be purchased, not just the ECG machines.
We have to say a huge thank you to Landon Bootsma from Bootsma VFX for all of your hard work tonight behind the scenes, making all this run smoothly, and also to Josiah Olson Live. You guys have done an amazing job. There's been so much work put into this behind the scenes, so thank you so much. A huge thank you to all of the crew at Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation. You guys have been working on this forever. Bree, Shannon, Kate, of course, thank you so much. We're missing one, Joshua, of course, he's hiding. Terry was answering the phones, yes. I love Terry. So many drinks.
Yes.
No, kidding. I mean, there's just a huge crew of you there, and we thank you for all your hard work. We've done this a lot of time and work that's gone into this for months and months and months. And a huge apology to Michael Kinghorn. The duet is just not going to happen, I'm afraid. We can't make that dream come true tonight.
Do I take off my shirt
Unless
now?
you want to do like a solo.
No,
he never asked you to strip. He said he wanted you to sing.
Somebody bought my shirt though, so should I take it off now?
We'll wash it
All
first.
kidding aside, thanks for all your support. Keep those donations coming in, vjhfoundation.org. And thanks for your support. Stevie Todd, play us out, buddy.
Taking the air, locked up the body with the greatest of care. Went down in the hen house, something stirred. When he shouted, "Who's there?" This is what he heard. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. So calm yourself, stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. We The chickens are trying to sleep, and you bust in. Hobble, 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 with your chin. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. You're stomping around, shaking the ground. You're kicking up an awful dust. The chickens are trying to sleep, and you bust in. Hobble, 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 hobble. It's a sin, well, tomorrow is a busy day. You got things to do, you got eggs to lay. Pound a day, worms to scratch. It takes a lot of sitting, getting chicks to hatch. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. So calm yourself, stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. Now kindly point that gun the other way. Hobble, 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 hit the hay. Things to do, we got eggs to lay, pounds to dig, and worms to scratch. It takes a lot of sitting, getting chicks to hatch. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. So calm yourself, stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. Now kindly point that gun the other way. Hobble, hobble, hobble off and hit the hay. I said,